Are we finally going to get another stimulus check? Is Giuliani, Trump's right-hand man, gonna finally do something for Trump? And which stocks were up and which stocks were down? Find out in this video. Okay, let's go. Now, before we begin, hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully you're well rested, and hopefully you guys are all safe. This is my Twitter page. In case you guys are not already following, what are you waiting for? This is the place. Post here daily if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. This is the best place to reach me. As you guys can see, I post here on a regular basis, and I post a whole bunch of stuff. So if I get my dividend payments, I post it here. If I'm buying or selling stocks, let you guys know what my moves are. And of course, you gotta have some gym motivation, right? You all gotta get motivated from time to time, get pumped up, go to the gym, and have a good workout. Okay, now let's begin with what the hell is going on. Alright guys, so first thing here, Schumer says McConnell agrees to discuss bug relief as aides negotiate government funding. What does that all mean? Here's some key points. This is from CNBC. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has agreed to resume negotiations with Democrats over a potential new bug relief bill as cases continue to surge around the country, Schumer said on Thursday. Last night, they've agreed to sit down, and the staffs are going to sit down today or tomorrow to try to see if we can get a real good bill. The minority leader said during a press conference in New York, there's been a little bit of breakthrough in that McConnell's folks are finally sitting down and talking to us. Now before I begin, breaking news. Gaming company Roblox files IPO prospectus after 91% jump in revenue. I think Roblox is the Minecraft company. I don't know, but that's besides the point. Let's continue. Republican and Democrat congressional aides, however, told NBC News that Schumer might have oversold the development as both sides begin negotiations on government funding to stave off a government shutdown on December 11th. Oh, so this is what happens. All of a sudden, they might have to have a shutdown and their salaries might get messed up, so now they're negotiating. But when people have to have another lockdown, they can't work, you hear nothing. It is silent. These clowns, what are we paying them for? We need to get a new crew in here that's going to do something. This is ridiculous, right? Now let's continue on here. Okay, last night they've agreed to sit down, and the staffs are going to sit down today or tomorrow to begin to see if we can get a good deal. A good deal, huh? Okay, let's see. So there's been a little bit of breakthrough in that McConnell's folks are finally sitting down and talking to us. That's it, really? Schumer's office didn't immediately respond to requests for clarification. McConnell's office did not immediately return a request for comment. It has been months since Congress has authorized new financial relief to combat the recession inflicted by the bug. Yeah, people, of course. What else is new? The Senate adjourned on Wednesday for the Thanksgiving holiday with little evidence that the two sides were any closer to reaching a deal. Guys, I got a question for y'all. Why does it seem like every other video I post, I hear about these guys on vacation? This is unacceptable. No vacation. But now they might have a shutdown, their salaries might freeze for a little bit, and they negotiate their lives on the line, right? Like it's do or die. Unacceptable, guys. We gotta hold these people accountable. It's not gonna work. And let's continue on here. Without an extension to the CARES Act, about 12 million Americans are expected to lose unemployment benefits at the end of December. A federal eviction moratorium put in place as a result of the crisis will also expire at the end of the year. So expect a lot of foreclosures potentially if these guys don't come back on vacation, stop going on their boats, and actually do something. Okay, that's what we need. That's what we're paying them for. Let's continue on here. Okay, I'm going to save that for a little bit later at the end. Okay, what's the status of a second check? Alright, so let's see what we got here for you guys. The status of a second check. Like I said, right now these guys are on vacation, so don't expect a whole lot. Hopes for another large round of federal assistance for Americans hurt by the bug are reviving. President-elect Joe Biden is calling on Congress to come together and pass a relief package. See guys, this is why I'm confused. This is very confusing. Biden is calling for Congress. Trump is calling for Congress. Who is running the show, guys? Okay, I know Trump is still president and all, But we have less than 60 days before either Biden gets inaugurated or Trump continues another 4 years. What is going on? Why is this taking so long for these guys to certify what's going to happen with the election, right? People are still waiting. This is unacceptable. Let's continue. McConnell will likely repropose a plan he pushed in October. McConnell plan was for $500 billion that included additional Paycheck Protection Plan funds. Republicans may push for a smaller package given Pfizer's announcement earlier this month that its human trials suggested its bug vaccine is 90% effective at preventing the bug infections. Moderna also said it has a 94.5% effective vaccine going forward. Okay, that's where we are at with that. The potential, like I said, guys, this is all very simple, okay? I'm going to keep it very easy for you guys. If Biden gets the green light to take over in January, guess what? These guys will have a deal probably by Christmas time. Easy. Why? Because Pelosi and their squad wants to make Biden look good, right? They want to say, hey, look, we're doing stuff. So that's why you're going to probably have something get passed if Biden wins. If Trump is going to have another 4 years, well, guess what? I think it's going to take some time before we have another package, okay? That's just me. Let's continue on here. Okay, U.S. election, bug update, Trump, Biden, results, cases, and restrictions today. So here's where we stand right now. Biden is currently at 306, Trump is at 232. We got 12 million bug cases, 250,000 deceased. New York is going to close schools. Number of patients hospitalized in the U.S. has jumped by 50% in the last 14 days. And the package negotiation, they've agreed to sit down because they're going to potentially close the government. So, of course, they're going to sit down and talk, okay? Their lives depend on it, okay? Over 135 million of TV ads have already been booked for 2 Georgia Senate runoff races. So, Georgia, back in the news again. Obviously an important state with everything going down. Trump poll watchers case in Pennsylvania is thrown out by the Supreme Court, the state Supreme Court, in big loss for Donald. That's a big loss, guys. Now, like I said, I'm not a lawyer, okay? Talk to a lawyer, talk to a legal expert. I don't know. However, question, is it possible that after the state throws it out, Trump can challenge it and he goes to the Supreme Court of the United States? I think it potentially can, right? I mean, that would make sense. Anyways, let's continue on here. Trump has fired, of course, Trump has been firing everybody, guys, okay? U.S. Head of Cybersecurity, Chris Krebs, for confirming the election was secure. Like I said, a few interesting developments to say the least. Let's continue on here, see what else we got. Now, look, this is what's interesting, guys. Biden is already picking his staff, right? He's already decided who his Treasury Secretary is going to be. But there's no confirmation that Biden is officially going to be sworn in less than 60 days. We still have no clue what the hell is going on. Like I said, somebody knows something. We're going to have to wait and see what exactly is going to come out. But it looks like either Biden is confident he's going to win, or Trump has something up his sleeve and he's not going to throw in the towel, or he's being very, very stubborn. It could be both. Let's continue on here. What's going on in Michigan, guys, right? Michigan is very, very important right now. Okay, so this is what's going on. Trump's courts Michigan GOP leaders in bid to overturn election he lost. This is from CNN. As you guys know, Trump and CNN, they're best friends, right? I mean, they get along very well. Very well. Trump has invited Republican state lawmakers from Michigan to the White House on Friday. According to a person familiar with the matter, the president and his legal team are mounting an effort to overturn the results of the election he lost to President-elect Joe Biden. All right, it was just outrageous what he's doing, right? This is CNN, of course. They're going to have not a very favorable view of Trump. Okay, that's okay. It's understandable. The campaign's argument in court have roundly failed, with lawsuits being dropped or dismissed in Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. One source familiar with Trump told CNN that Trump has heard from a multitude of friends and business associates who began urging him to at least let the transition begin, even if he doesn't want to concede. He said, "They're absolutely wrong," the sources said. Guys, Trump is not a guy who takes no for an answer, right? I mean, he's been in business. He's got billions of dollars. He's not going to say no, and he's not going to take it for an answer, okay? He's going to be fighting till the end. That's Trump. Trump's campaign drops lawsuit challenging Michigan voting results. This is very, very important, right? Michigan and Georgia, it's about 30-something electoral votes. Very important. If those things go Trump's way, guess what? This election is back open, and we're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen. Rudy Giuliani said the Trump campaign is withdrawing our lawsuit in Michigan. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This headline is a little bit misleading because when you read this, you think, okay, so basically Michigan is set in stone. Biden has won it, but that's not true. So here's what's going on, guys. Okay, I had to read the whole article, so I'm going to just sum it up for you guys. That's what I do. I do the research so you don't have to. Just sit back, relax, and listen. This morning, we are withdrawing our lawsuit in Michigan, Giuliani said. Trump's personal attorney said in a statement. Giuliani was former mayor of New York City. He said the decision to rescind the lawsuit is the direct result. This is important, guys, okay? Stop your PS5 and your Xbox for a little bit. Pay attention. Direct result of achieving the relief we sought to stop the election in Wayne County from being prematurely certified before residents can be ensured that every legal vote has been counted and every legal vote has not been counted. Trump campaign's lawsuit has attempted to stop Wayne County, Michigan's most populous county, and includes Detroit from certifying its election results, alleging that thousands of invalid ballots were counted by election voters. Okay? Trump lost Michigan by about 155,000 votes, according to unofficial results still being certified by County Board of Canvassers. There is no evidence or proof of widespread election fraud. Okay, so Michigan right now, they pull out the lawsuit because Michigan is no longer going to confirm that Biden has won. So that's why we have what we have here. So what does that mean? I guess the court's going to have to take a look at this thing and see what is the judgment that they're going to have for us. Let's continue on. Guys, is this social distancing to you? This is Georgia. They expect to release results of Trump-Biden hand recount. Biden is leading by about 14,000 votes, which is not a whole lot, right? They projected him as the winner by NBC. This is from NBC News. Last article was from Fox, and even Fox has kind of been turning on Trump a little bit, to be honest with you guys, okay? Look at this. This is not social distancing, guys. This does not look very efficient. Let me ask you this. If I just showed you this picture and told you what country you think this is, I think most people would not think this is the USA, right? Look at this. This is way too complicated, guys. Okay, this is 2020. We should have a better system for how people can vote and track this stuff. Why can't they just make a voting software that's not online? I mean, it sounds very simple to me, right? Just do something, save it to a computer, put it on those memory drives, and that way you can see how many people voted for who. Makes your process a lot easier, guys. Okay, we have the technology, and we don't have to have some fancy machinery from other countries that make the election, the polling stuff, okay? And hand voting, come on, these guys look tired. Look at this. Why is Trump's pile empty, guys? Biden's is full. What's this? Jorga something. I mean, they all have empty Trump tables, so I know more people are gonna vote via mail for Biden, but like I said, I mean, imagine this guy has a bad day, or this lady has a bad day, and she's like, yo, all these Trump votes, let's just trash them. Or it could work the other way. All these Biden votes, let's just trash them, right? So, like I said, and no one's supervising. How are you going to supervise all these people? Look at this. You got maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These people are thinking about their dinner, obviously, right? I mean, these are kind of, let's move on. All right, let's be nice here. Let's move on. Okay, so what's going on in Georgia, guys? Georgia election officials expected to release a report Thursday on a hand tally of the race, and they have reportedly said they expected to affirm Joe Biden's narrow lead and victory over Trump. The hand tally was about 5 million votes, stemmed from an audit required by a new state law, and wasn't in response to any suspected problems with the state's results or an official recount request. Let's continue on here. Let's see what else we have to share for you guys. Okay, this is important, guys. So here we go. Once the state certifies the election results, the losing campaign has 2 business days to request a recount. If the margin remains within 0.5%, that recount would be done using scanners that read and tally the votes and would be paid for the counties. Okay, there you guys have it. Past recounts in battleground states. This is nothing new, guys. Okay, the whole recount thing is nothing new, but because it is such a hot, contested election this year, they're making a big deal about recounts, right, for either side, because to be honest, from what I'm reading and seeing, there's potential voter fraud on both sides, Trump and Biden. This is not a one-way ticket here. Going into the hand tally, Biden led Trump by about 14,000 votes. Previously unaccounted ballots discovered in 4 counties during the hand count will reduce that margin to about 12,800. Like I said, guys, this is very, very close if what we're being told is accurate, which It could be, it couldn't be, but like I said, these guys, they busy thinking about, okay, you know what? No more jokes. Let's move on. Okay, so let's change gears. That's what's going on with the election, guys. Okay, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Detroit, they're still up in the air. Philadelphia, we're trying to see what's going to happen. How did the stock market do today? Very interesting. So throughout the day, I was checking it, and it was down for me a little bit, but the markets were up about 14 points. S&P 500, the Dow Jones up about 45 points, right? Nothing too crazy, pretty consistent. Tesla has been crushing it, guys. I don't know if you guys have Tesla stock. I do, but look at this. Tesla reached an all-time high on Thursday, 6 hours ago. So like I said, guys, I give you guys fresh news right off the press. This is why I wait to post my videos later, so I get the latest information for that day, and you guys can be kept up to date. I do own Tesla stock, but I am hesitant with what I'm going to do with Tesla going forward. I got to sit down and think about it. But yeah, Tesla, fun fact, is the only stock I own that does not pay a dividend, right? Because it's Elon Musk. He's a genius. I don't know what they're going to do going forward, but I think Elon is a bright person. He's got a lot of potential, and he's going to do things that probably we don't even think about at the moment. That's not investing advice. Do your research before you invest in stocks. Stocks can be risky. Like I said, the Dow Jones was up as well a little bit. Let's continue on here. Ooh, okay, guys, look at this. This is why I can't make videos for you guys. Breaking news. I just saw this right now. California orders 10 p.m. curfew across most of the state to slow the bug. I told you guys. Like I said, I am Houdini, not Houdini. What's the guy's name? What's that guy's name that predicts stuff? Oh man, this is gonna. What's that guy's name? What's his name? Nostradamus. There you go. All right, I'm pphumbleproductions. Okay, I'm telling you guys. I knew this was gonna happen. First, there was New York that said by 10. California is next, and it's only going to be a domino, guys. This is just going to trickle down, okay? That's what we got to deal with at the moment. I told you guys, okay? Now, apparently, after 10 p.m., the bug just disappears, okay? Before 10, you can get the bug. After 10 p.m., no bug. Does that make sense? No, but let's continue. Okay, the stock's making the biggest moves today. FireEye, Williams-Sonoma, Workday, and more. Disclaimer, I don't own any of these, but you guys might, so here's why I give you guys the latest information. Ross stores gained about 3%. Ross, they cut the dividends too back in, I believe it was March or April, when the whole bug started. So they cut, but I guess they're recovering as people are more comfortable shopping and Christmas time and all that good stuff. Now, what do we have for the markets tomorrow? Looks like they're going to be slightly down at the moment. And here's some of the biggest winners and losers for the day. This is S&P 500. L Brands was the top gainer today at 17.67%. Disclaimer, I do own L Brands, but I'm not really, it's not one of my main stocks. It was more of a wild card stock, and they're doing pretty well. It worked out. And like I said, you can go through this. This is Markets Insider. This is free. This is not sponsored. You don't have to pay. I'm not selling you a course. None of that stuff, okay? You can go check it for free. Whatever indices you're looking for, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and you can kind of get an idea of how the stocks are doing. Here are some of our biggest losers. It looks like the worst one today was Robert Half. I don't even know what that is. And let's see what else. Cigna, United Health. So there's some big names that you guys might be familiar with, okay? So anyways, guys, hopefully that helps understand what the hell is going on today, because like I said, you guys can see I'm making a video and I already get breaking news for what the hell is going on with curfews and if states are counting or what the hell is going on, right? So like I said, hopefully you guys have a better idea of what happened today. There's just a lot going on. I'm trying to keep it concise for you guys, and hopefully that helped you guys today, okay? Anyways, thank you for watching. That's going to be the video. As always, if you're not subscribed, don't subscribe. If you like, don't forget to like. Until next time, peace.